in your mind, what are some of the top considerations for a founder to be thinking about to address for the business in order for it to become attractive to a future investor? I mean, we're really talking about something that's not much different than deciding what stock for someone to invest in. It's a very similar analysis. The only difference is these are privately held companies instead of publicly held companies, but a lot of the same principles still apply.
Yeah, they do. And there's a few things that Sienna said that maybe we can explore a little bit further. I mean, one of them, Sienna used the word ensemble. And I think a lot of people have heard the word ensemble, but they don't really know what it means, and they're not really structured as an ensemble, which, my simple way of thinking, an ensemble just means you're one cohesive group that you all sort of rise and fall with the success of the group as a whole, not one person as an individual. So yes, you can have a bonus plan, you can be rewarded for certain activities or certain successes, but by and large, most of your success comes from, the team rising and falling with your combined success. So that's one. Another word you mentioned, Sienna, was roles, which is one of the primary reasons people set up ensembles. And one of the reasons, people want to join a firm, which is there's lots of requirements to run a successful business. You have to be great at sales and marketing and investment management and, estate planning and all the things that your clients rely on. But you're also a business owner that needs to run a business. You need to take care of compliance, IT,
HR.
HR. No one likes HR, generally fine. So what you hope is an ensemble, and as you're really building a true business, you're starting to introduce the idea of specialization. Don't have 5 people doing little pieces of all this. Find the person that's really best and maybe, likes doing HR. Or I'm working with a firm right now that's actually going to be merging with another firm, and one of their people really likes compliance. To which the buyer is saying, really? That's so fantastic, because none of us here like to do compliance, right? Perfect. Have someone, fit the role that they really like, highest and best use, and that's what you should spend the most time doing. So how do you get ready for next generation, Scott? You want to create, a real business versus having a bunch of silos. You want everybody compensated in a way that everyone thinks is fair. You want to make sure that your people really love what they do and hopefully love you too, because they're really spending a lot of time together. We equate it a lot to people as a marriage, right? You're going to be, spending some time getting to know them, then you get hired. And, for the first year or so, you're trying to feel each other out, make sure it's the right fit. As you get more serious, you're going into that engagement process. Am I ready? Am I ready to put that ring on my finger? And then finally, when you introduce the idea of partnership, you're actually getting married. So you want to make sure you have all the pieces in place before you make that big step.